On a summer day like this, I'm taken back to my early years growing up, starting to understand community and life. I lived under mature tree canopies. I had parks right at my front door, and I had a community I could trust and thrive in. And as I walk down this street, Alton, I'm reminded of all those times. Those late nights looking up at my ceiling, listening to the cicadas and crickets and passers-by. Waking up in the morning to bright sunshine, beautiful wind, and the sound of birds chirping and neighbors in the distance. It was all part of something so wholesome and so real. And as I turn towards this property here at 117 Alton, I'm flooded with the same feeling of community where I feel safe and at home. And I'm so excited to present this property to you people today because I know you'll feel the exact way that I feel, and maybe on a different level, you'll feel it even deeper. Friends, it's my pleasure to present to you Leslieville's finest, 117 Alton. Coming inside. Give me a moment. I'm feeling the emotion of this house right now, and it's got me the second I walk in the front door. Friends, look at the vestibule behind me. We got the terrazzo 1x1s in there. We got a little built-in closet on the right. We got hooks on the left. We got all this nice out of the way little foyer space off that massive covered porch, giving you all the Leslieville vibes. Perfect outside for the strollers and the wagons. You can keep that stuff there. It's also probably the best place ever to have a glass of wine or a coffee in the morning. You can see how this flows in perfectly. And if you're big into storage, guys, look at all the space along this wall to do a built-in closet. Double built-in closets, little bench underneath, more hooks, giving you that full mudroom effect where you're not getting that elsewhere, because you can see all the room for storage, the utility of this room enclosed, not on wood floors, so it's easy to clean up, and all of the extension of that outdoor porch space. You have to be feeling what I'm feeling. Now, speaking of feelings, look at this great room space, this main level, starting with our living room pocket. Full-size couch in here, zero problems with that. You got room for another full-size across from me. Let's take a little note of the focal point wood-burning fireplace, gorgeous. We got the original vibes of the brick, got this lovely limestone mantle. You can paint this out. I love it the way it is because it matches so perfectly with our exterior and the feel of Leslieville, but you can do what you want with it. Full wood-burning fire going on right now, guys. Beautiful spring, summer day right now. Who cares? Let's get it going. Let's show you what this home is all about. Gonna be beautiful spring, summer, winter, fall, you name it. More space over here. That's what I'm saying. You can have the double couches. Of course, you can mount a television over top of the fireplace if that's what you're after. You could also do one beside on either side if that's what you're after. And I'm saying, for you sectional lovers, tons of room for the sectional. Do 2 cocktail chairs in that window. So many ways to set this up. Little details off to my right with these little shelves all painted out, but just gonna display those little items, those keepsakes, giving you all the charm and character and texture in this property. Now, the view, let's spin this around. Look at the view. I'm gonna stand off to the left here for you so you can see views out over that covered porch, giving us that textured lines into our front garden space. You're getting the pop of that wrought iron fence and all of the tree coverage from our Japanese maple out front. Again, I could take another minute here to breathe, but I won't. Already played that. Moving forward into our dining room space. Look at this, walking all the way around. What is a 4-seater? Easy to put 6 chairs at this. Get a bigger, rounder table, get a long table. It's gonna do the trick for you over the holidays when you have a ton of people over, whatever you want. We really have true, large, defined spaces here, so you're not feeling anything cramped. Every place perfect and sizable, flowing perfectly together, seamless. Gorgeous, natural, original style hardwood flooring pouring all the way through this house, taking us through our kinfolk style kitchen, loving the kitchen. One, we got the massive island quartz countertops on here, all beautiful in white. You got the black pop of the handles. We got the Gen Air, easy to clean cooktop with the downdraft. All this beautiful display cabinetry up top, and the perfect amount of kitsch to this. It's white, it's got the queen vibe that you're after. We're not taking it too seriously, but at the same time, we're elevated and we're kind of, we're not trying too hard, but we're kind of the best looking thing around, if you know what I'm talking about. Lots of room in here, all the way flowing over, dishwasher, full double door fridge here with more space on this side. You want to put a microwave, you want this to be your little appliance cabinet space, you got it for the air fryer. More display cabinetry up there, and you'll see that's where you're gonna slide those wine bottles in. And if we ever get back to getting bourbon, ooh, you put the bourbon up there. I'm taking a look at a little Maker's Mark right now, not included in the sale price. More storage up and down and all the way around. Big pot drawers on this side, more storage on that side. You're really getting that huge house kitchen here, not compromising on a single thing. I'll also bring your attention to kind of this handmade backsplash that we got going on and this beautiful picture window taking us out into the entertaining play space that you've been looking for. I'm gonna take you out there, show you that hot tub, show you where you're gonna watch the game on those summer nights. This place is gonna wow you every step of the way. Now let's walk by this focal point, friends, of our kind of exposed staircase here. Love the white stringer here with the blocking of our black spindles and handrail, giving us just beautiful eye lines as we curve around to head upstairs. Painted treads with that warm wood that matches beautifully with the main level hardwood, just giving you all the vibes, the feels, and the warmth that you're after in a family home. Speaking of warmth and family, let's head upstairs and take a look at these bedrooms. Coming upstairs, oh, what's that beautiful natural light? Where's that coming from? Oh, it's the skylight over top the stairs, just flooding this whole hallway space down into our main living space with natural light and full abundance. Coming up into our second level, we got the original Leslieville flooring up here. Love the warmth vibe of this, guys. You're gonna love it when you come and see it in person. That same painted out hand railing in here, lots of space. Full linen closet in front of me. Behind me, we got the huge principal suite with vaulted ceilings. You're gonna come up here honestly and go, wow, I couldn't believe how much space is inside of this property on all three levels. Over to my right, one of the biggest bathrooms you've seen in a family home of this stature, and that's very rare to see. A lot of elbow room and a lot of space with this double sinks and everything in our bathroom. Beautiful bedroom over here to my back right, and in front of me, another incredible bathroom walking out to a second level terrace. Guys, let's start with our principal. Come on. Coming into the principal, friends, I've just walked past another hallway linen closet, cameraman standing in front of two beautiful double closets right there, and another two closets here. So that's two sets of double closets in this principal. Now check out this vault and check out the space. Full king size in here, lots of room on both sides. We got it situated in front of our bay window. We think this is lovely, but there's many ways you can set this up. One, for example, turn the bed this way and give yourself all that space around here and open up your bay window if you're after all the views. They actually had a work from home setup in here. It worked beautifully. We took it out so that we could just amplify the space for you guys. But when you come in, you'll actually say to yourself and your agent and your partner, this is huge. We could put this here, we could do this. We haven't seen a principal in this price point like this. Very on point with that. We got a reading chair set up on this side, full dresser over here. And again, all the space, you know, you're not seeing me go, look at all the space, guys. There's just a tremendous amount of room to breathe in here. And I'm imagining waking up in the morning, looking up at this vault. I could put, you know, decor items up here because there's spots to kind of put planters, or you could put kind of neat things that you've gathered over your travels, whatever you want, or just keep it nice, neutral, and open. And just knowing that there's so much space for storage. You got two double closets in here and room for those dressers and the work from home space. You gotta love that. Now you do not need to put the work from home space in here because there's more room on that main level and there's tons of room in our lower level. Love this principal bed all day long. Coming into bedroom 2, lots of size and space in here. You can get a queen in here. You got a big kid's bed in here right now. You got a desk, and you even got room for a giraffe. Not a full size, but a good mid-sized giraffe in here, if I do say so myself. More storage space in here. You're gonna walk in and go, this is perfect, this is what we're after. You got a nice big window in here. Look at that beautiful southern light coming in against our gorgeous kind of pine original flooring up here. These are the types of bedrooms we're all after. And coming into the bathroom, and like I said before, look at all the space in here. Imagine, you're all getting ready in the morning. Well, you got the double sinks. That often makes a bathroom feel like 2 bathrooms because 2 people can get prepped up at the same time. You got a big, beautiful soaker tub here, a little bit of custom glass, or at least a glass shower kit that makes this really usable, nice and simplistic. Clean it, let it go. It's ready to be used all day long. Good spot for the throne. And there's also lots of space in here on these walls because it's so big to put in large medicine cabinets and more storage if that's what you're after. Right now, as it is, it's beautiful. It's simplistic, floating vanity, 1x1 gray muted tile in here, and another skylight. We basically only have 5 lights in here. Yes, it lights up beautifully, but what you're feeling and what I'm feeling, which brings my attention to this gorgeous skylight. We got a bunch of lights in here, but why you're feeling the vibe and I'm feeling the vibe in here is the natural sunshine and the vitamin D just lifting my spirits next to the other one. So we're just flooded with natural light throughout this whole house, and it's amplified here in these main throughway spaces in this family space that we have in the bathroom. Bedroom 3, another really good size, really good room here. You could almost get a king size bed if you press it up on this side and you'd have a side table. So really good space. That same gorgeous pine flooring in here. We got it set up as a nursery right now. So you get the big slider, you got this lovely crib, you got a big dresser, you got a full closet, and you got views and eye lines out onto our terrace space. Love that. You're getting views of the park, the treetops, everything Leslieville. You can almost hear that farmer's market on the weekend starting up, but if it's the middle of the week, so we don't have a farmer's market right now, you're gonna have to go down to all the shops and restaurants on Queen. Let's check out this terrace. Imagine working out here during the summer, the spring, the fall, all the space. You got a full height railing out there. So if you're not using this as a bedroom, this would make probably the perfect work from home office ever. But right now it's all duality where you got the bedroom, you got this outdoor space, and I can see a couple of big chairs out there. You're gonna come up, work from home, do all the things you wanna do in that gorgeous sunshine, looking out over the park in your gorgeous yard. And I'm gonna note, guys, for an older classic staircase like this, very few creaks and squeaks on that. You can feel this house has been well loved and cared for, really dialed in so you can move in, you're not doing anything. Let's check out the lower level. Coming down into our lower level, right away you're gonna see some good ceiling height for one of these classic style homes in Old Leslieville. Got a nice open staircase here. We got a neutral gray Berber, keeping it nice, warm, and toasty down here. Makes you wanna grab a blanket, watch your favorite show. As I walk by, all of these beautiful custom built-ins. You got room for that big screen TV, and check this out. This is the oversized Leon's couch of your dreams. Yeah, you might not put it in that main level, but heck, you want it down here because you're gonna have the whole family lounging down here, watching Christmas movies, watching movies at the end of a big summer day where you just need to take it in and have a little bit of relaxation. This is that perfect addition to all of those beautiful living spaces upstairs, and also serves as that bit of a getaway so that when those kids are in bed and everything's kind of sorted at the end of the day, you can walk downstairs, grab a cold one, throw on the game, and have, well, some you time. Nothing better than a perfectly finished lower level basement. Let's see more. Now this has been the main work from home space, and this is thought out design, friends. You come down, you got all that nice ceiling height as you go towards your couch and all your walking space. And here, because you gotta have a space for all that forced air so you can have good AC and heating, gets a little bit lower in here. So this, of course, is where you're gonna sit at your desk chair. and pay the mortgage and get things done so you can go on vacation. Love this setup. Now we got natural light coming from there, and because of the abundance of light that comes in on this main level from those skylights and all the cross lights from being surrounded by windows, you got a nice bright basement down here. Almost doesn't feel like a basement, which is why I keep calling it a lower level. Coming in, we got our utility room, lots of space in here to store items. You got your furnace, you got your hot water tank, you got your panel built in over there, by the way, and just all nicely tiled as we curve around to our laundry space. You got a laundry sink, you got side-by-side front loaders. This is a good space in this type of house. I know you've seen a lot of them, they're cramped. Not down here. You got overflow for your kitchen pantry. You got lots of room to do that laundry. And what I love is you got that huge TV room out there. You're gonna grab the laundry and do your folding out there while you watch your stories. One more thing to show you down here, and that's another full family bathroom. Another full family bathroom down here. We got another tub, we got a shower. It's not as big as upstairs, but man, nothing's as big as upstairs what we got. You got a nice tile floor in here. You got another sink, the toilet, so that when you're all getting ready in the morning, you got 3 sinks to do it. That's almost as good as 3 bathrooms, and you get that little bit of privacy down here. So if you do want to make a +1 bedroom down here, or you want to pull a pull-out couch, your guest has their own bathroom, and that's going to make those overnight stays and those long weekends with the in-laws a little bit more manageable, if you ask me. Great bathroom setup, awesome lower level. And now we come out to the piece de la resistance, the backyard. Just check out the space right here. Fully covered, out of the elements, out of the sun. You got the big screen TV outside, guys. You got room for the big sectional couch. You got the perfect grilling space, so you're grilling 365 and not worried about, oh, we can't do it in the winter. You got coverage out here because we have that tiered deck upstairs that comes off of that bedroom. Pushing forward, you got way more space. Another sectional, make this that dining space. And you can see, friends, boom, we got the hot tub. And this is all designed so you can sit here and party, get a beer. Hey, let's jump in the hot tub. You can walk around all at grade. You got even hooks across there for the towels and the house coats. And you just step right into that beautiful warm water. Nice and hot, giving you all the relaxation you're after. And what a nice extension. And you know what I'm talking about, friends. You got the kids putting on their bathing suits, your friends, everyone walks out on the deck, you jump in, you dry off, you're warming up by that fire. This is 117 Alton. You come down the steps, you go into our parking or a further extension of this yard. You can use it both ways at the same time. We walk down here and you can see all the clearance between these houses, which is lovely. You got a nice gate, you come down that side, and we got all this storage built in under here. Let's get a little shot of this so you can see the utility that we're delivering. So think about all the stuff, the kayaks, the kids' toys, the tools, anything you want, you can put under here. Ample storage, not to mention all the storage at the side of this property as well. Now let's turn this around and take a look at our parking space, that roll-up garage door, and this extension to play and live life at its best. Coming down into our versatile backyard space, you can see we got a roll-up door here, so this is your parking spot. But more than that, friends, this is an extension of that whole backyard. Now you could put pavers in here where the grass grows through, so this feels like you can park and you can play, or you could pave this whole section and shoot hoops back here. But this doesn't have to be looked at just like a parking space. This is a full extension of your yard, and then when you want to, boom, you can bring that car in nice and safe and secure behind your roll-up door. And I can tell you, I've come to this property umpteen times in the last month, and every time I find a parking space outside on Alton, and I know you're gonna say, oh, you know what? It was funny, all of us got a good parking space out front. This is a great spot for that. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have friends saying, hey, we're gonna park near you when the market's going on Greenwood on the weekend. Anyway, love this, love how private it is, love the tree canopy, that blue sky coming through, that sunshine, and knowing that that tiered deck up top with that hot tub is all part of the magic at 117 Alton. So let's head back inside, talk a little bit more about why this house is so awesome and why this location is unbeatable. Woo, that's nice and hot. So friends, 117 Alton. Let me lay out on this couch and take a few moments to gather myself of how excited I am to bring this property to market. As you walk up to this front exterior, it hits you. The charm, the character, the joy that you feel, just kind of hearkening back to all those good human feelings that we're after. It's the covered porch, it's the wrought iron fence. You walk in through this vestibule and boom, the open space full of natural light and all these earthy warm tones in here to just make you feel amazing. And the eye lines that blast straight out into our massive yard, loving the tiered deck. I love that setup for the extension of the yard that also is a dual play on parking. You got that lovely roll up door, you got a hot tub, and you got storage and functionality throughout every little inch of this property that I know you're not seeing in other places. Now we come into the main living space. We're almost 1,200 square feet according to MPAC here. And yes, we do have floor plans for this property, but you're getting a tremendous amount of square footage here, not including what's going on out front and out back, and then upstairs as well. And you'll feel it in the flesh when you come in. You see, these are all really good sized bedrooms. They all got great storage. We got double linen closets. We got double closets in both places in our principal. We got these natural skylights just pouring in all of that beautiful light. And we got that oversized bathroom. Then you take all of the feels and you walk down to that lower level and there's that beautifully finished basement with built-ins. Just call a contractor and ask, what do built-ins cost? And you'll go, oh, okay, there's a ton of value in what we're getting down there in a beautifully finished family room that's down on that lower level with that second bathroom. Oh my God, there's just so much function, utility, and it's packaged beautifully here so that you go, you know what, it's a true Leslieville home. You're so close to so much here. It just blows my mind that we've got this perfect house right now with this wood burning fireplace and all of the attributes that I could go on and on about, but I don't believe in just creating lists for you. I want you to come in and see the space in the flesh so that you can get a vibe for how it truly feels in this incredible space. So Leslieville, why are we here? Why do we want to be close to Greenwood Park? Why do we want to be close to Ashbridges Bay, Woodbine Beach, all of the things that surround this gorgeous pocket? This street itself, quiet, neighborly. You'll see kids playing on the front lawn after school. You'll see the neighbors where they know the dog's name, but they don't quite know each other's name. Everyone's waving hi to each other, and you're just getting that neighborhood vibe that you're almost in disbelief that you're this close to all these main arteries and all the action of Leslieville, the beaches, the lakeshore, and everything Toronto, because of course the TTC routes from here, boom, straight down, no problem. And when we get our Ontario line, it's gonna get even better in certain pockets. You're just gonna flourish here with farmers markets at Greenwood. You gotta try the jerk chicken. I even like the olive oil guy. There's so much right here to just live a life where you're not driving everything, you're walking to everything. And speaking of walking everything, let's talk about the abundance of schools in this area. So close and nearby when it comes to public and alternative schools, we got Leslieville Junior, we got Kew Beach Junior, Glen Ames Senior Public, we got Williams Road Junior Public, we got Malvern Collegiate, and we got East Alternative. And for those of you looking for the French immersion experience, don't forget Duke of Connaught. Also, there's Catholic schools with St. John's and Neil McNeil Catholic Secondary. There are so many options for so many diverse families to make this a community where not only they grow as a family, but these kids, these individuals that gotta thrive in the world can thrive in the school that's gonna make sense to you. And of course, you're gonna confirm that with TDSB and what school zone you're in based on your specific needs. But speaking of the needs, let's talk about the needs of the heart and the feels that you get from a lifestyle that feeds the family and feeds the soul. 117 Alton delivers that. It's not just a sales pitch. You're gonna feel it. I feel it outside like I'm a kid again with the tree coverage, the sounds of birds, the neighbors passing by. It's all of Toronto, and at the same time, it's none of Toronto. It's just this perfect insular community that makes you feel special and like you're kind of part of this secret club. And when you come here and you talk to people that live here, you'll know I'm not just saying it, it's actually true. So friends, enough about me going on about the property. Come and check it out in the flesh for yourself. Stand in front of the fireplace, meet the neighbors, feel the vibes of this community, and you'll know that this isn't one big sales pitch. It's just one real good exposure of what we have at 117 Alton. Well, it is a beautiful summer's day. I think I'm gonna do a couple emails by this fireplace and just take in a few more minutes of this gorgeous property before I get on with my day. You guys can do whatever you want. You just can't do it here any longer, so I'll have to invite you to, well, you know, get the heck out of here.